Hey everybody, it's Captain Adonis, and we are going to fly to Mount Rushmore today and see what they've done with it. Now, if you've watched some of my other videos, you know we've flown to Mount Rushmore before, and it wasn't there. It was just a bare mountain. It was funny because the buildings were there for the info center and all that stuff. Traffic going up to it and a whole bit. They made a world update, and the world update came through, and sure enough, they actually put Mount Rushmore into the game. So I'm going to touch briefly, really quickly, now that I have this set up. Hopefully that'll stay there. If you guys have this game and you're looking for the world update and you fly to Mount Rushmore and you can't see Mount Rushmore, it's because you need to go in to the marketplace where they're selling everything. And so Microsoft did a really cool thing here. Once they got the game up and going and everything was good, they allowed other companies to come in and make stuff for the game. Zanfen GMR, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Zan's a good buddy of mine. Don't feel too bad about him. He is Army. So I'm Navy, he's Army. You know, we got this whole Navy Army thing going. We belong to the Mahula family. He's a good friend of mine. We play a lot of games together. But anyway, back to this. Anyway, back to this. So what you got to do is you got to go into the marketplace, and you go to, where was that? Full catalog right there. So you go to the full catalog, and you go to free content, and you say, yes, I want to view the free content. Yeah, this is where all the free content was, and this was the world update they did. World update number 2. And it was not installed. Now, when it came out and they advertised it saying, hey, world update number 2, number 1 was Japan. When those both came out, I automatically assumed it downloaded and it was in the game because they did it with an update. And the update was huge. Oh, well, that's because I have it muted. But you should be able to hear me, right, Zan? You hear me, but you just don't hear the game sounds. I just turned the game sounds back on.
Zanfen GMR said, yeah, fine.
Okay. So you had to go in here to the world update and actually click on it and install it. So I've installed all the freebies that I have here. Or that they're allowing. The last one was just a couple of days ago, was the Nordics update, world update number 5. And one of these days we'll have to go, I'm hoping to get some Nordic people on here that can tell me where some great places to go are. We'll go fly some fjords and Valhalla and, you know, whatever. But we got France and Belgium and the Netherlands. They got an update there. Oh, and Luxembourg. Forgot about that. And then the United Kingdom got one, and Ireland. That would be a cool one to fly to and see. But I need people to let me know. Please, in the comments, either in during my stream or after my stream, it gets uploaded to YouTube, and you can leave comments there on the YouTube channel on where you'd like to see me fly next. But anyway, as you can see, they have a ton of creators. There's probably,
Bill
I'm going to say, 100 creators.
Hey, Cap.
Hey, Bill Beto, thanks for joining the stream. We're on our way to Mount Rushmore today. I'm just going over all the same stuff I did yesterday. But here's where it gets interesting. You can go local airports. I don't know what it means by local. I guess it's got to know where you're at, because I'm nowhere near these airports, I guarantee it. But you can download these, and you got to buy them. I was watching a video and a guy was flying an F-15 Eagle, and I was like, how is he flying an F-15 Eagle? Well, that's because it's part of this group. So there's the F-15 right there. They got some Typhoons. They got all sorts of jets here that you can fly. These are all made by different companies. For instance, the F-15 is made by DC Designs. The Typhoon's made by Bredok 3D. So I think it's absolutely fantastic Microsoft did this. They opened it up to allow creators to create scenery, landmarks, planes, all sorts of stuff. Let's see, Living World Traffic. This is kind of interesting. I don't know what this is, but for $9 you could find out. Living World Traffic in Europe. And this one is in North America. I don't know why you would want this, because in the game itself, you can just go in here. Under flight conditions, you can go air traffic, live traffic. And I've seen this, where it's actually showing a flight. If you're flying out of LAX, maybe you're seeing a flight that's going to Hawaii. And you go look on the website, and sure enough,
El Papi underscore 2023 said, gun run.
And Bob is with us too. El Pape, Bobby. Thanks for joining the stream. I got my 3 favorite people watching. Now I just got to wait for Mahula to show up.
Said Bob.
So as you can see here, we're going to go from Custer State
El Papi
Park
underscore
Airport
2023 said
to
Bill.
Mount Rushmore. Now, I know you guys can hear it. When they chat, you can hear it, because I can't see it in game, and I very rarely look at the chat when it comes up. So, and for some reason, my OBS chat's not just showing everybody, but it doesn't make any difference. I can hear them. So, without further ado, I don't think there was anything else I was going to show you. Oh, yes, there was. So I was going to show you this. This is kind of cool. So this is actually, SkyVector is a real life utility for pilots. I am not a pilot. I have a really good friend of mine who is a licensed pilot, private pilot, not commercial. But what I've done here is I downloaded the map that you would use if you were flying, and you can see down here, my mouse is hard to see, but down in the lower right here is Custer State Park Airport, which is 3 Victor 0. And then the Black Hills are right up here by this 77, and that's where we're heading to. That's where the Mount Rushmore heads are at. So this will give you all sorts of information. That's charts. It'll also give you information on the actual airport. I don't remember how to get back to just the airport. Click the airport. Okay, well, that's all right. We'll do 3 Victor 0. 0. And there it is. There's Custer State Park. So this gives you the runway directions, what frequencies to tune into, other navigational aids like Rapid City. Everything you would need to know about this area for flying is on this page. Now there's several different ones like this. This one happens to be free. There's a really awesome one my buddy Jerry's got, who's a pilot, like I said. He pays for, and it's a lot more detailed. But for today, we're going to fly Google Maps. So Google Maps, here's Custer State Park right here, and Custer State Park. And then up here is Mount Rushmore. So it's about a 10 nautical mile flight. It's not that far, so it won't take us that long. But let's switch back over to the game, and we will start playing. Let's see. Did it switch back over? Yes, it did. All right. So it's actually working. Actually, I've learned how to operate it. So let's we're gonna fly our Cub Crafter, which I really like because it's a low and slow flying plane. And we'll get it loaded up here. Like I said at the very beginning, if you guys have any suggestions on where you'd like me to fly, if you live in the UK, they've got an update for the UK and Ireland. So Bilbetto, you might be able to help me out with that. You can post that in our Discord channel since you're a member of the Mahula family. But yeah, if there's certain points of interest that you want to see, if it's in game and that you've been to, maybe. I've flown around my house and the airport that my buddy Jerry is out of. I've flown out of it. I'm actually flown out of it also. All right, I was it's still loading here. Let's get the map up. I don't care about the ATC, but that's what I was afraid of. My joystick is not working. Let me just give it another shot here. I didn't think it was because it was giving me some issues when I first started up. But let's do this game. I don't know if you guys can see this, but no, it's not game, it's control. Not control panels. Controller. USB setup. There we go. Alright, see, it says it's here. Let me go to properties. No. Okay, oh, there it is. HOTAS. Cancel. HOTAS. I know you guys are not seeing any of this. Whoop. And then I just exit out of it instead of testing it. Alright, so the HOTAS properties. Alright, so it's supposedly working.
Mahula Brothers Inc.
There's Mahula.
Contact.
There's Mahula. Alright. So maybe it's in game that it's not set up. So let me check in game here. Controls. Yeah, it's not detecting it. Man, that sucks when you have difficulties right off the bat. It's funny that it sees it. It must just be my my USB port is trying to plug into. Come on. Alright, fine. We'll plug it in to another spot here. I got one other spot. Hold on.
Bilbetto said, "One of the USB ports on my PC is a bit temperamental too."
Yeah.
Bilbetto said, "Depends how the mood takes it on the day."
Ah, dang it. Still not recognizing the joystick. Oh. Well, that's gonna suck. Flying without a joystick is almost like driving a car
Mahula
without a
Brothers
steering
Inc.
wheel.
said, pre-flight pre-stream tests.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't test the joystick. That was the only problem. So give me just a second. I'm gonna shut down the game and restart it. Maybe that'll help. I'll be right back.
Mahula Brothers Inc. said, that's what happens when it gets older.
All right, I got her figured out. So there's this switch on this controller right here that's PS3 to PC. One's PC and one's PlayStation 3. And I don't know how it keeps getting switched when I move it on my desk, but it keeps getting switched. There we go. To the PlayStation. And then on my throttle, right here, it gives me this, you can see this green light, maybe. Anyway, that turns red. All right, so now we need to set this all up again. All right, going to Custer State Park. I'm going to take off from there. And we're going to here, set as arrival. There we go.
Bill Beto said, the joys of technology.
Yeah, Well, and it's not like I don't have. Let's see. I've got a headset stand that plugs in to
Mahula
USB
Brothers Inc. said,
and sets
the
up my.
joys of stick technology.
Yeah, if it was just easy as up and down, right? But I got a lot of USB. I even got a USB hub that I plug into, and then I just picked up this fancy new ring light. Which is supposed to, be better for viewing. See, there's really high, and then I can switch it colors. There's a blue, there's a yellow, and back to a white light. So I can switch to blue, yellow, white light. I like the white light, but then turn down. So, all right, ready to fly. All right, let's get this thing over with. There we go. Bring the VFR map up right there. We can see. I turned on the flight navigator aids. That's what you're seeing there. So I guess we really don't need the map. I'll just minimize it. All right. So let's rev up here. I'm gonna give it a little more flap for takeoff. And off we go into the wild blue yonder.
Elhappy_2023 said, and here we go. Elhappy_2023 said, Majula.
Alright. So it shouldn't be too long of a flight. It's only 10 nautical miles away. I mean, you can see the hillside where it's supposed to be at. And apparently there's a road that comes right out of the state park here that takes you right up to the monument. So off to Mount Rushmore. So can anybody name the 4 presidents that are on there? Right off the top of your head before we get there? Come on. Type it in. Let's see who can get there first.
Elhappy_2023
Oh, Bob
said, Ma. Elhappy_2023
that's not it.
said, Wash Lynch Roosevelt.
Yeah, Washington, Roosevelt. I don't know what the hell you said after that. Lincoln. Yeah, Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt. But I thought there was 4.
2023 said, Lincoln.
Yeah. I thought there was 4.
Elhappy_2023
but we can only name 3.
There is.
I know Zan's probably Googling it. Because you know how those Army guys are. Alright, I don't want to get up too high here. So I'm going to trim this out. Give us level.
Xanthan GMR said, working on unturned server.
Oh. Here I thought you'd be Googling who the 4 people, what 4 presidents were on Mount Rushmore. That's what I would have done. I'd have Googled it. Alright, we're getting trimmed out here. Slowing down a little now. In altitude, there we go. We're pretty close to flying flat now. Almost 6,000 feet. So you see that Charcoholic 96.
Xanthan
so that's another pilot.
said, Larry Curly Moe and Brother Chief.
Yeah, that's it.
Said Jefferson, courtesy of Mr. Google.
There we go. Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, and Jefferson. The founding fathers. And Bill Beto's not even American. Come on, guys. Jeez. Of course, he Googled it. But I've found that a lot of people overseas know more about American history than
Mahula
Americans
Brothers
do.
Inc. said, I like Shem. Elhappy_2023 said, God bless America.
Right,
Zelfin GMR said, Shem Do.
America. We're still climbing a little bit here. Ooh, I saw that starting to drop. We're close. There we go. All right, within 4 miles almost. I better grab my drink back. I was messing around behind my computer, so I had to move my drink. The fun of being a pilot is the weight. Actually, the only fun thing about pilot, in my opinion, is the
what is
takeoff and landing.
Charcoalholic 96?
So that is another pilot, a real-life pilot that's actually flying this game close to the area. So he might be off over. You know, he might even be looking for this. Who knows?
Said, beautiful countryside, Cap.
Yeah, this is the Dakotas. It's kind of like Montana, except our mountains are higher. Anyway, we're going to slow down a little bit here. Because we're approaching Mount Rushmore.
Said, less snow.
Yeah. Well, they get quite a bit of snow, too. Why does that look... There we go. All right. So, before... Here's the buildings down here, and they were there, but the heads weren't carved into the side of the hill. And I'd been here before.
500. 500.
So there's the building.
500.
Let's see how good a job they did.
Bill Beto said, I see them.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I mean, I suppose that's the way it looks, right?
Mahula Brothers Inc. said, your webcam froze.
Oh, did it?
500.
And there's Mount Rushmore.
Elhappy_2023 said, Capcam is a bust.
Oh, it did freeze, didn't it?
Mahula Brothers Inc. said, welcome to the Capadonas mugshot stream.
Yeah, well, I know why it did. Here. I'm gonna crash my plane trying to fix my damn camera.
Bill Beto said, webcam might be a bust, but the Rushmore trip worked. Xanthan GMR said, ha ha ha, Mahula's voice. Mahula Brothers Inc. said, land first. Elhappy_2023 said, lol.
Oh, there we go. nice. I thought maybe I could make it over that, but I didn't.
Bilbetto said, kaboom. El Papi underscore
All right,
2023
there's when my camera
said,
froze up.
dead.
Now I'm back to my camera. So anyway,
Bilbetto
guys, we were only
said,
going to do the Mount
Kerbal
Rushmore.
all over again.
You want me?
Zanfan GMR said, I don't think you're walking away.
No, I didn't walk away from that one. Of course, that's what happens when you try to mess with your camera while flying a plane. So let's see. Did you say? Let's see. Kerbal all over again. I liked my Kerbal. All right, so we'll go back and I don't know what else. We'll just kind of fly around because there is a couple more area. Come on, go back to main menu. There is a couple more areas. I think there was another POI. Let me go back into it. So there was Mount Rushmore, and then there was the Crazy Horse Memorial. We go see that. So let's take off again. And then go to the crazy, set that as arrival. Yeah, it was only 14 nautical miles, so that won't be too bad. So we'll go to that one too. I don't think I would recognize the Crazy Horse Memorial if I saw it. I don't think when I went to Mount Rushmore we even went to that. Not sure. Wow, more than 40,000 Cessnas were built. Ready to fly. This time we'll go to we'll fly over to the Crazy Horse Memorial, and then we'll fly back and land. Yeah, it's pretty country up here in the Black Hills. You know, it's just rolling mountains. I mean, what was our elevation? It was like 5,000 feet on the ground or something like that. I don't remember. All right, let's get some level flight going here. We are steadily climbing.
Denver Center, Captain 7 Zulu is Type Cub Crafter CC 19 2 miles northwest of Tree Victor 0 5,000 feet. Request flight following.
Captain 7 Zulu, Denver Center. Squawk 7542.
Squawk 7542, Captain 7 Zulu.
Captain 7 Zulu, radar contact 2 miles northwest of Tree Victor 0 5,200 feet. Altimeter 200.32.
Roger, Captain 7 Zulu.
All right, now we just got to get there. Got 10 nautical miles.
Elpapi_2023 said, "Have you tried this in VR yet, Cap?"
No. And I've seen that button. Let me show you. It's right here under General Options. VR mode. Switch to VR. I gotta try it. I just don't. You know, it's.
Elpapi_2023 said, "Woot."
It's that whole wearing the goggles, but I can't imagine. I'm assuming all the planes that are in here have already been gone over VR wise. So it looks intense inside, kind of like when we do Star Wars Squadrons. It looks really cool. Let's see, so we need to go just the opposite direction when we head back. Yeah, am I gonna make it over that? I don't know. Yeah, it looks barely. Looks like we'll barely get over that ridge.
Xanthan GMR said, "Get a jet."
Yeah, I thought about it because I like the F-15 Strike Eagle,
500.
but I don't know how realistic it would be in this game. You know, flying this Cub and then flying my buddy Jerry's Diamond aircraft. Except for the sensation you get when you're in the plane of feeling what the plane does, because you can actually feel it going up and down and up and down. So what they call chasing the horizon is, you know, you want to fly flat and level, and then you start looking at the gauges and you're like, oh, I'm too high, because you got to tell air traffic control at what altitude you're going to be at, and you have to maintain that altitude if that's what you tell them. Or you got to call them up and tell them you're, changing the altitude. That's a lot harder to do when you're looking at the instruments. But if you stop looking at the instruments and just fly the plane like you drive a car, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty easy. I've probably got I don't know, about 2 to 3 hours of flight time, actual flight time. It's not logged. I mean, Jerry and I could go back and log it if we really wanted to, but I don't foresee me ever getting my pilot's license. So that was a nice looking house down there. That was the other thing they added on. They added on a bunch of new houses. So they had basic house shapes, and then they added a bunch more. I think there are more commercial
500.
buildings. But, alright, Crazy Horse Memorial. So what do we know about Crazy Horse? Very, very famous Indian.
500.
Now you can see why they like this country up here. I mean, this country is full of elk and deer. Kind of cold in the winter, but they would migrate south to handle that. And like I said, I don't think I've ever been to the Crazy Horse Memorial, so I have no idea what it looks like. But I may have to gain a little altitude to get over that
500.
get over that rise there.
Mahula Brothers Inc. said, "We have Crazy Horse here in Veeds too." Mahula Brothers Inc. said, "Vegas."
500.
Yeah, I suppose they would travel all the way down there. I'm gonna skirt the side of this hill though. But as you can see, I mean, there would be spots, you know, open areas where they would, you know, pitch their teepees and be along a river or whatever. All right, we're coming up on it.
Mahula Brothers Inc. said, "He doesn't get it yet. Crazy Horse 2 and 3.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it looks like hillside. What did they carve
500.
his bust on the side of a hill? I don't know. It looks like there's a town or something over there. We'll fly over it too. So this is the Crazy Horse Memorial. Oh, looks like they did. Look at that.
500.
There is a bust, just like Mount Rushmore. I did not know that. And there you go. Now you guys know too. I'll do another flyby there. This must be the information center, possibly.
Silvetto said, "Yep, you learn something new every day."
That's
Mahula
right.
Brothers Inc. said, "And knowing is half the battle."
I find that knowing is pretty much 3/4 of the battle. Battles are easy. Alright, one more flyby. Yep, I may have to see if the family wants to go out here, and because I don't think my kids have ever seen Mount Rushmore. And we'll go by Crazy Horse and Mount Rushmore. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. That is just awesome. Alright. So now we'll go back and we'll land at the park again.
El Papi
then we'll call it a stream,
2023
because that'll
said,
give us
"Would you say it's crazy though?"
yeah, I don't know if it was that crazy. Let's see. We are 50 minutes into this. Oh, almost stalled. Almost. Alright. We'll get over this ridge and then I'll make sure we are flat and level flying. And then I'll get on ATC and request landing at Custer. We do it like a real pilot does. Alright, there we go. Alright. ATC, let's go to them. Nearest airport list, Custer State Park. Select the runway. We'll be coming in from the north, so
3
we'll
Victor
go
0
15.
traffic, Captain 7 Zulu, 12 miles northwest, 7,100 feet inbound to land, runway 15.
Alright, so I do have the navigation aids, like I said, turned on. That's also, you'll start to see these little red red markers up here, that's also how to come in for the landing. So, I'm still 8 miles out. But it's kind of cool if you don't know how to fly. You can have all these things turned on, and then it will show you how to come in and come down for a landing. You fly through the magic circles in the middle of the air. As a real pilot, you gotta see. So they have all these. You gotta know how to do it yourself. But so they have all these: announce on final, the upwind leg, crosswind leg, downwind leg, base leg. You got to know what all those are and what they mean. I'm just going to be coming in on the, well, I'll announce my position, but I'll announce on final when I get a little closer. Let's see, you just announce your
Victor
position.
0 traffic, Captain 7 Zulu 9
Tells me
miles
9 miles
northwest, 7,500 feet inbound to land, runway 15.
And this is the type of stuff that you have to actually, as a pilot, tell air traffic control, so they know what you're doing, so they can coordinate it with other
Gilberto said,
other
I
traffic.
like that you can have as much or as little assist as you need.
Yeah. I've actually watched Jerry fly it on the most difficult level that you could set this game to, and even he said it's a lot like flying a real plane. So that's pretty impressive for a game, for a pilot to say. Well, I mean, so what they did is they actually got together and they announced this, and that's how I found it. I got an email about it, that they were looking for pilots, game pilots and real pilots, to play test this game before it came out. So I signed up for it. Jerry signed up for it, but he signed up for it like a month after I did. So he did not get it because the game came out. But I did get it, so I got to play it for a little bit. But, you know, you had to sign a non-disclosure, and you couldn't video any of the stuff. But I had Jerry come over, and he looked at it. And we played it, you know, him as a pilot. But it's a flight sim. So I've got more time on flight simulators than he does. So I was a little bit better at landing because I understood how the flight sim worked, where he was more real world, expecting the plane to handle a certain way. And it almost, I mean, he said it was, you know, really, really close. For somebody who's not a pilot, it definitely would give you the feeling. So if you want to know what it's like to be a pilot,
3 Victor
then
0 traffic, Captain 7 Zulu is on final runway.
get this
15
game.
land.
Now I got the most deluxe game, the advanced version of it. So I'm gonna start dropping in altitude here, lower my speed. So technically, my airspeed I need to get down to about 70 knots before I lower my flaps. Otherwise, it tears the flaps off. So we'll get it down. As we drift down, we pick up speed, but I'm slowly pulling up on the stick to get us to slow down a little bit. I am a little high. Okay, pulling back on the stick a little more, and you can see airspeed dropping. There we go, we're getting closer. Come on, give me a little bit. Okay, lowering flaps. And that way I can go even slower.
3 Victor 0 traffic.
Okay, it
Captain
says I'm
7
going too
Zulu
fast,
is on final
but-
runway 152 land.
So, you know, it'll tell you how to do stuff. I'm going to go ahead and give you one more. So this is landing flaps. And just stay within the magic circles. All right,
500.
now I'm blue, so now I'm going the right speed to land. So it was about 50, 55 knots.
$500.
Too fast again because I'm dropping down. And it's gnarly that, you know, you're flying over water and all this other stuff just to get to the airport. Okay, a little bit faster. Stay about 50 knots. There you go. Need a little down drift here, so we're at 5% angle of attack. Go to the inside view. So what they say is if you put the runway right over the top of your cowling there, you're at the perfect angle for landing on the runway. So that's why I switched into inside view. Okay, I'm going to cut the engine and then just drift in. There we go. Apply a little brake. This is a tail dragger, so you got to be careful about the brakes. Like I did on the hill the other day at Machu Picchu, and I applied too much brake and nosed right over. But obviously you can tell the plane was in great shape because I flew it today. And we're at a complete stop. Now you can actually go in to the engine now, and if you wanted to, you could cut it off.
Hee, nice landing.
So, I don't remember on this one if you pull. That's prop. Okay, so you can shut the fuel off, or let's see. On this one, I don't remember exactly how to shut. Oh yeah, that's right. There it is. There's a key. No, not start. All right. Well, I guess we pull the mixture. Yep, that was it. You pull the mixture and then it stops. So if I wanted to start it back up, I'd have to push the mixture in and then start it back up. Oh, I'm moving. Pull the mixture and you kill it. And then you can shut off your avionics, which is over here with the master switch. And that shuts everything off, and then boom. Now I'm logged in as flying the Piper Cub for 19 minutes of flight time during the day. I got one landing, one takeoff. And I go back to the main menu here. I'll show you my log. I've got about 25 hours in the simulator. So the next, I should say the first bonus comes at 50 hours. So I haven't got as many hours in as I should. Profile, and then right here you can see I got 22 hours out of 50. That'll give me my first achievement. I'm not sure what it gives you. Lowest altitude flown is 1,200 meters. It's got all these little stats here, which are kind of cool. Total distance taxiing. I've gone 380 meters taxiing. Flight time with autopilot, flight time without autopilot. I've got 6,000 hours. Or, oh, it shouldn't be hours. Probably kilometers. But yeah, pretty cool. Then it's got some achievements. I did a few of these. I did like rubberneck filler up that you had to go to a refueling station. Customized weather. Like I said, there's a lot to this game. There really is. My logbook shows I fly a lot of the Cub Crafter. I was flying the G36 for a while and the Cessna 172, the G1000, which is a really nice plane. But my favorite, the Icon, that's another fun one because you can land in the water. The Grand Caravan. I tried the 747. As you can see, there was no takeoff or no landing there. There was one takeoff. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't it. I flew for 8 minutes there. I flew for 0 minutes there. So, yeah. Not too good with the big planes. But there's my buddies, is the Diamond DA62. And of course, where all the places that I flew out of. So, anyway, guys, I really appreciate you joining the stream and following me on this. I'm going to get together with Mahula one of these days because he just went to Los Angeles and looked around like how Los Angeles looks like Grand Theft Auto. So we're going to do it from the air. He's going to kind of be my eyes and ears, or my eyes, and I'll fly around where he tells me to go. But him and I got to coordinate it. He also has Microsoft Flight Simulator. So hopefully we can get together soon and get that stream for you. So if you want to see other streams of different areas, different points of interest, whatever, go ahead and throw those for those of you in the Mahula family in Discord. For those of you who aren't, go to my YouTube channel, which is Captain Adonis, and find this video and just throw it in the comments. Don't forget to like and share, and especially if you're watching me live, don't forget to follow me there and subscribe. It just helps place the videos. It doesn't cost you anything. You can click the notification bell or not. That's up to you. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bilbetto said, "Bye for now." Captain_Adonis said, "See ya."